like getting an award for being very fortunate. You know what I mean? I've had a very, very lucky career. But thank you very much. It's such a wonderful, you're so great. Thank you. Look, let's talk. Let's talk for a bit. First off, is there anyone in the audience that's under 16? Just let me know, because I'll curve my language to fit. Oh, good, I don't see anybody, all right. I think it still stands up.
Yeah.
I think Paul should be very proud of this. I want to tell a couple of stories. You know, I'm not going to.
No, please
you or something like that.
Take the mic.
I get emotional. Watching about, there's about a dozen people in this film that aren't with us anymore. Like Mickey Jones, my buddy on this, he was on the subway. He came down to visit Paul, put him in the film. He was best man at my wedding. And he passed away about 9 months ago. It was so great seeing him there. And he had, I don't want to go into that. But I'll tell you one thing that's really interesting is, it was quite a few years ago. It's almost 30 years ago. And my daughter flew down from Canada on her summer holidays to be with us. Then we shot for 6 months in Mexico City. And that Churubusco Studios that we shot at are the oldest studios in North America. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember Tyrone Power's film called Blood in the Sand about a bullfighter. Yep. And just out there. That was shot at Churubusco in Mexico. We took up the whole studios, and there's a hotel called the Nico Hotel there. They just built it. We took off almost a complete hotel, this wonderful hotel. But anyway, when the Mars arrival scene happened, we were doing everything with Steadicam. Paul was, you guys know what Steadicam is. But in those days, it was like the beginning of it, right? And Paul was being very, very specific, and we shot for 6 months there. And this is only the first month, and that whole Steadicam sequence of us coming off the elevator, walking through immigrations, all the way up to the elevator where I turn and I say, Quaid, you know. That we did 3 times, and when we got the third time, Paul said, all right, everybody just stand still, I want to say something. And he had this little comfort sweater he used to wear around his, you know, like, and he would pull on the arms, you know, and stuff like that. And this is not, I have so much respect for Paul, I would never say anything disparaging. But anyway, he said, look, this you might think was a very difficult shot in his very Dutch accent, right? He says, this is not difficult. It's going to get much more difficult. So if you can't do your job, let me know now. And he built himself into a bit of a rage, you know, like if you can't operate the equipment you've been hired for, if you can't do this, if you fucking step forward, let me know now. And he built into this huge rage, you know, and I tried to very discreetly blend into the elevator, you know, like, I did not want to get his wrath, right? And he was going on, and you know, he really did start, he was like, rah, rah. He did a pause when he was breathing, taking a breath. I heard somebody stifling a laugh, and I thought, who the fuck is crazy enough to do that? Right, and we all like, there was almost 200 people there, extras, crew, all the special effects people. We all looked around like, who's the fucking fool would do that? And we looked over, and it was my very young daughter sitting in Paul's chair, off set. Now, she'd been on set with me since she was knee-high to nothing, you know? And he looked around, he said, who thinks this is funny? And he saw her, right? And he went, straight forward. You know, and I could hear everyone's head on set turn to me, like, what are you gonna do? And I thought, fuck it. And I started heading for him, because I wanted to get to him before he got to her. And he said, you think this is funny? This is humorous? We're here for your fucking entertainment? And I went, that's it, you know, fuck. And I was just getting to him as he was getting to her, sitting in his chair, and she took a deep breath, and she said, you got your shot, didn't you? My daughter.